What have I been playing? What have I been watching? What have I been reading? Let's go! Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel, Bambinos. Hope you're having a great day and hope you've had a great week. Yes, Sunday, so you know what that means. It's the latest episode of what have I been playing, what have I been watching, what have I been reading. Okay, so if you're new, it's just like a recap of what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading. Like a chatty kind of video, you know. I talk a lot of shit, you know. So I've got my notes written down. I got a couple of games in front of me. Oh yeah, first note I wrote down: Happy Father's Day to everyone that's still got a father. I haven't got a father, but yeah, I'm a dad. I'm a dog dad. So I was going to show it off. My mother came down. She said, "I've got something for you." I always worry because I saw her yesterday. She came down for a takeaway. And then she said, I've got something. My brain just, something's wrong, what's happened? But bless, she got me a card off Rossi saying Happy Father's Day with a picture of Rossi on it. And I love these cards so much. I've still got the one up from last year that she got for me. So yeah, so Happy Father's Day, everyone. Oh yeah, another one I've got. I'll try and put this picture up now on my Instagram. So they've launched Mortal Kombat. I think it's official. They've just dropped the full cast of Mortal Kombat the movie 2 or Mortal Kombat 2. And I thought, obviously Goro got killed in Mortal Kombat 1. So I was looking, but it doesn't say the actors' names. It just says like Sub-Zero or Scorpion or whatever, yeah? So, so I just put one of my photos in the bottom corner. And I put Goro. I put it on my Instagram. It's got like almost 30 comments, but like some people are falling for it, like going, "Oh, it's cool, Goro's back," kind of thing. And people say, "I thought Goro died." Obviously, they have no idea who I am. I put it on my Facebook, movies, games, and videos, movies, games, and collectibles, I think it's called. Page that I've got, and obviously most people on there know me, so they all thought it was funny. So I thought with my Instagram, just shows most of my followers don't know who I am. I don't post many pictures of myself on there, so I thought that was funny as well. Alright, so I've had a week off this week, so the plan was to catch up on my backlog, you know. I haven't been anywhere. I booked a holiday, time off basically. So it was just what I needed as well. So I had done quite a bit of housework, done a little bit of work in the games room. I won't show you, but one of the things I've done is moved my CRT TV and put it next to my HD TV. I put my plasma tellies in the bedroom because I want to watch more, catch up on my movies, my anime, a lot of it in physical form, so Blu-ray or DVD. So I tend to watch more when I'm in bed, so that's the plan there, okay? So I've only actually played 2 games this week. So the star of the show is Street Fighter 6. I'm addicted, I've got to be honest. I knew story mode, or world tour mode rather, was a great idea, but I didn't think it'd be this addictive. Sometimes I forget what I'm actually playing a Street Fighter 6 game, because the third week it's been out, or the first week I had it, all I did was I didn't touch World Tour mode. I just did the arcade mode, and I completed arcade story mode. I think I've done it 50 times now, so I'm familiar with all the roster. I know who I like, who I don't like. I think last week I scored them out of 10, and did like a brief reasons for the scoring. But then I started World Tour mode either last Saturday or last Sunday, and oh my god, I think there's 15 chapters. I haven't finished it yet. I'm not in a hurry to finish it. I'm just really taking my time. and enjoying the world. The best way to describe it, there's nothing really like it out there, is the closest thing to World Tour Mode, from my opinion, is Yakuza. So it's the Metro City reminds me of the Yakuza world. It's not massive. I like the fact that it starts off pretty small and then it expands the further into the game you get. You haven't got to go on that fucking subway train as well every time. So when the police barrier opens up, so if you're new, if you only just started playing it, it's really frustrating. But as you progress in the story, that police, so if you want to go from one part of the city to the other, you haven't always got to rely on the subway train, alright? It's a good way to level up though, I gotta be honest. My level character, so I'm on chapter, I think about halfway through chapter 11. I won't tell you it, I don't do any spoilers, okay? But my character, I've leveled my character up to, I think we got to 52. And I'm pretty confident either max level is 99 or 100. Fuck, he's got to put the hours in to get that level. The strongest player I've seen on social media was in the 70s. Someone was showing, I think it was on one of the Facebook, Street Fighter 6 Facebook groups I'm on, and someone was like showing funny gameplay or something, and I looked and it said, oh, their character's level 70. So I've been grinding it and thoroughly enjoying it. It's full of surprises. It's jam-packed with Easter eggs. And as self-proclaimed top 5% Street Fighter fans in the world, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I did plan to get back into Nier Automata this week. I haven't touched it. I haven't actually played a lot this week, you know. I've just been spending time with my dog mainly. That's the priority. Getting up really early so it's not too hot for him. I'm just pottering around the house, but it's done me a lot of good. Definitely it'll done me a lot of good up here. Only place I've been, other than out with Rossi, is we went game hunting to Newport. Gosh, last Saturday. That seems like ages ago. So I'm ready to go back to work now. I'm totally refreshed, you know. Yeah, so that's where I've been playing and loving it. How are you guys getting on with it? Is anyone else playing it? We should all be playing that game, you know. I think that's going to stand the test of time. It's going to be weird staying with Street Fighter then, Street Fighter 6. First weird thing is I'm playing it with the control pad rather than my fight stick. When I've done arcade mode, I'm all about my Victrix Pro. It's over there. It's not even back on the shelf, you know. So great. But I don't want, the reason I'm playing it with the control pad, right, is, the first reason is you haven't got the right analog stick. You've obviously got the left one, but if you want to control the camera, basically, you can't do it on an arcade stick, so you can only do it with a control pad. And then it was like, I did try, when I'm out exploring the world, do it with the control pad. Then when I go have a fight, quickly disconnect and connect my fight stick. That lasted about 12 minutes, and I was like, I fucking balling. Yeah, the other reason as well is I don't want to, because it's so cool, like the way my character's set up now. So you've got the Chun-Li when she's upside down spinning kick, and I've got Ken's spinning kick as well. So I got the option to do both of them. It's really bizarre though. It's still taking a while to get used to mixing these characters up, you know. My Chun-Li XP thing, it's hard to explain. She's maxed out now, so that's why I've changed it to Ken and Kami, but I've kept a lot of Chun-Li's moveset. I love the spinning, the kick thing. Yeah, so really, really good game. Excellent game. Absolutely brilliant. If you like Yakuza, it's Yakuza in as detailed city, but the combat is Street Fighter combat. So rather than just like somebody attacks you or you run up to someone and attack them, and it's like a 3D kind of brawler, it goes to Street Fighter, and it's cool when you can fight like 7 enemies. Like if you're in a gang area, you could be facing up to 3 opponents on the screen at the same time. That's where the spin kick comes in handy, you know. Brilliant game, absolutely brilliant game. And funnily enough, right, that hasn't left my PlayStation 5, okay? The other game I played was Sonic Chaos on the Sega Master System. I moved the TV, so just off camera. It's next to now my main TV. And I just thought, I was just making sure everything was, because I had to disconnect everything to move the CRT TV. And so I just put a game in. So I grabbed this, put it on. And I thought, oh, I'll do a mission, do another mission. This is one of the easier games. I didn't actually finish. I got to Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman, whatever one you call him, and I had like 30 odd lives. And yeah, I did it a couple of times, and I was only meant to be there for 10 minutes, but yeah, I got right to the end, so I thoroughly enjoyed that. I might do a playthrough of that to see if I can actually finish it on the channel. But what a great game that was. The music, everything. Yeah, the nostalgia was there. I think because I've moved the TV, it just, I don't know, because like I have to sit on this chair, not my lazy boy chair. That's not a problem. It just feels more part of the games room rather than having it in the corner. I know it might sound odd, right? It's actually, it's found its place, you know. It feels right where it is, okay? And that's all I've played this week, guys. I can argue I played a little bit of Melty Blood when I put the plasma in the bedroom, because I got a PlayStation 4 in the bedroom, and it's been there since I had a PlayStation 5, so over 12 months, just sitting there, and it was covered in dust, so I've given everything a good clean. And so I linked it up to the plasma. I think the telly's a bit too big. It's only a 42-inch plasma, but it's one of those old school plasmas with like a big, thick, like window for picture frame. That's the word I'm looking for. Around this makes it feel a lot bigger. But yeah, so the nostalgia's coming back. You know, the old layout of the PlayStation 4. It's like when you get used to the PS5, then going back to the PS4. I know it's not retro, but it was funny. I had my King of Fighters screensaver on there and everything. It was like somewhere I haven't been for over a year. And Melty Blood was the first game that came up, so I took that for a quick spin, you know, just to make sure everything was working. So not really going to talk more about that. Alright, so that's all I pretty much played. But I want to get Street Fighter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the Street Fighter World Tour mode. That's my main focus. Then that's going to be installed for the long run now on the PS5. That lives there now. Then I'm probably going to have Nier Automata on the go. I want to play Kingdom Come. I got the itch. I'm in the mood to play that. But I'm just dip in and out. I might do half hour of arcade mode or something on Street Fighter, then have my Nier Automata on the go. Okay, that's the plan going forward. What have I watched? On Netflix. God, it seems like ages ago I watched these. I finished Arnold. I think last week I'd watched, there's a new series on Netflix, Arnold. It's basically 3 1-hour-ish episodes about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Episode 1 was the athlete, the bodybuilding days. Episode 2 was the movie days. Episode 3 is political career. Okay, and I've read his. It must have been such a well-written book. I've read his book because everything that's in the book is. I didn't learn anything new, but it was nice to see. My favourite part of the whole series was when he goes to his hometown. He's actually sitting in his old bedroom. I don't think it's been preserved or something, but maybe it has, I don't know. And he's sitting there, and it was really nice. I did pick up on the fact that he really regrets he's made some bad decisions in his life. Nobody's perfect. Where he had an affair, I think, with the nanny, his child's nanny, and he had a beautiful wife, and he was cheating on her, but then the nanny pregnant, and the boy looks, the child, the older he gets, he's the spitting image of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he's into bodybuilding as well, so you can't deny it. You don't even need a DNA test. It's like it's just like a mini-me kind of thing. So, but you can tell, I think he's still involved in his family, but you can tell it hurts him. You know, he really regrets it. Yeah, because he seemed like he was happily married, but well, maybe he wasn't because he was having affairs, you know. But that was interesting, I thought. I knew all this, but he's only got himself to blame. But it was still sad. You could see him sad, and listening in his voice, you could tell he was sad. Or maybe because he's an actor, he's acting. I don't know. But I enjoyed it. If you haven't read the book, definitely. If you're a half an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, yeah, go check it out. He was the main man because I grew up in the 80s, 90s. All my favourite movies where he was starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know. On Prime, I watched Creed 3, so I was quite surprised Creed 3 was on Amazon Prime. It's definitely, I would say it's the worst Rocky film out of all of them. I enjoyed Rocky 5, see. It's the only one, or the first one, that's got nothing to do with Sylvester Stallone as well. And it's an alright film. I did watch it, I think, in one sitting, but it was like too... I don't like it when films over-explain, like hold your hand too much. But it's gone too far the other way. Like when his... Again, I'm trying not to spoil this. It's a good film. It's definitely worth checking out. But like when his friend gets out of prison and he wants a title shot, and this guy's older than Creed, and he says, "You're insane," you know, because Creed's retired, and he's like, "You're too old," and he says, "Yeah, but I've been training in prison and stuff," and he said, "Well, I can't. I haven't got that much pull over the boxing world, you know." So his number one prospect, who Creed is promoting or involved in training, he's meant to fight, I think it's Tony Bellew, isn't it? And then he has an injury or something, so he has to pull out. So then you can say, "Oh, right, this is what happens." So Creed vouches for his friend, and to say, "You've got a world title fight," and they're like, "Oh, I don't know about this," and it's almost like a missing scene. When they agree, it would be nice for Creed to either phone him or go meet him and just to tell him, "It's happening, I'm vouching for you," kind of thing, you know. So they just left it out. It was like all of a sudden now he skipped the scene, and then he's in training mode, you know, press ups and, you know, the training montage. The training montages are good. They're always good. It's my favourite part of all the Rocky movies, you know, very inspiring. The other thing, it's lacking as well atmosphere. I don't know what they did with the Sly Stallone Rocky movies, but there was so much atmosphere. Like when he gets knocked down, when he gets back up, the music, the facial expressions, like you really want Rocky to get up, kind of thing. There was none of that in this movie. The female actress, I've obviously made a couple of notes. I would have forgotten about this otherwise. I don't know who she is. She's in a couple of the Marvel movies. She's brilliant. Even the kid actress, his daughter, is a really good actress. It's just, I honestly thought that when I first watched Creed, she's got a problem with her hearing. I thought, that's interesting. Maybe it is that the actress has actually got problems with her hearing. I think it's a really good story arc, because she's an artist, a performing artist, but she can't sing because she's only got so long left with her hearing. So she goes into producing and she's writing songs for other people to sing, you know. So I did it. That's probably the best part of the film, other than the training montage. But then I got his daughter's story ? So his daughter has got, I think she is deaf, so she's got issues with her hearing, obviously, as well. So she's in a special school, and she's getting bullied. Like this girl, much bigger girl, just goes up there and rips her picture. She's drawing a nice picture, as you do in school, innit? And she just rips it up in front of her. You're like, "You bitch!" And so she punches her, gets into a fight, and then so they're in. Call the parents in, and the girl's like, "I want you to teach me how to fight kind of thing. And I thought, oh right, it might be like in Rocky 5, where his son's getting bullied, Stallone's son is getting bullied, or Rocky, sorry, his son is getting bullied, and there's kind of a bit of a story there where he's picking up on the training, and then he beats up the bully. There's none of that. It's like, oh, I thought like a nice little side story here, and it's like a throwback to Rocky 5, but no, it doesn't go back to it. It's a bit, I don't know what they would go in with that. It's like a scene that we're either going to put the story in now or don't. It's like maybe they forgot about it, maybe it's in the director's cut, I don't know. But yeah, check it out because it's on Prime. But I'm really glad I didn't buy it on iTunes, because that's normally with the Creed movies. I got the first two on iTunes. I think I bought them straight away. And something told me to wait on this one. I probably wouldn't have waited much longer. So, yeah, check it out because it's on Prime, you know. Let me know what you think. I watched the Blu-ray this week. I really enjoyed this. Jet Li's Fearless. This took me a while to watch. Like, I know because I've been watching it when I'm in bed now. So as soon as I feel myself drifting off, because I've been getting up at like 6 in the morning every morning this week. So I've been struggling to stay awake all day, you know. So I'm going to bed and pretty much sleeping straight away. I think we finished it not last night, the night before. I got a feeling it's based on a true story kind of thing. I like it. It's Jet Li's character. He's obsessed. His father's a fighter, and he's like any kid bigging up his father. And then he's in a fight, this match kind of thing, and the son of Jet Li's father's opponent, he's cocky as Jet Li's character is, and he's like, oh, my father's going to beat you. He goes, oh, my father's undefeated, and you can just see his father holds back or something, and then he gets defeated. So then that sets something off in Jet Li's character as a little kid. He wants to be the champion of all champions across China, and so he becomes obsessed. He's not supposed to be training, he's supposed to be studying. And his best friend, basically, they find the book on the martial arts book, the guidebook, and he copies the whole book. And then they put the book back, so he's actually got a copy of the book kind of thing. And he turns into... He gets cocky, he does. He's beating, and sometimes he's beating multiple people at the same time. He's so far ahead of all the opponents. It gets out of hand, then his life is ruined. Again, I'm not gonna, this is just an overview of it. So he hits rock bottom, and then a family in the countryside, how he ends up there. He's like homeless and stuff. Or he's not technically, he's not actually homeless. He's still a master, he's still got money, but he's just given up on life because he's lost everything basically. And then he kind of makes a comeback, and it's kind of not really a happy ending. It depends which way you look at it, but he does go full circle. He is the good guy by the end. Yeah, so you can, you know, he's made a mistake, and he's trying everything he can to make it right, you know. But the martial arts in it are brilliant. I'm glad I got it in Blu-ray because it's just pops. Some of the scenery, do you know? I don't know what they call it. Like they got like the vast countryside, and it's not CGI. Well, if it's CGI, it's the best CGI I've ever seen in my life. So it looks like they're actually there. Do you know when it's like shallow water and they're like planting the plants and the crops and stuff? Oh, it's stunning. So I'm glad I went the Blu-ray. I think I paid £1.50 for that. Oh my god, I'm going to be watching that again. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I strongly recommend it. That's all the movies I've watched, I believe. Let's check my notes. Oh, right, YouTube. Watched an absolute ton of YouTube, and this video, it's nearly a 6 hour. It's a couple of seconds and a 6 hour video, right? So when I've been cleaning the room of doom, trying to clean out. My mother's been coming back and forth, emptying it. I've had that on in the background, and I'm doing housework. Anything that's been on in the background. It's taken me a good couple of days to watch it. 6 hours, right? This week's video of the week. The channel is Never Known Best. I will tag the channel in the description, so please go check it out. And the video is the entire history of video games, right? 6-hour documentary. So it starts off with, is it the Odyssey? I've seen pictures of it, and it's got like chapters. It goes from like big chapter on Atari, the game crash, then Nintendo came along, the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis versus the Super Nintendo wars, like Sega does what Nintendo don't, and all that. It doesn't miss anything. Then it says about the decline of the arcades. My favourite chapter then is, and then a game came out that changed the face of the arcade, Street Fighter 2. I was like, yes. So he has not missed a trick. I think, I'll tell you why in a sec, but he mentions how long it took him to make this video. We're talking months. It's, like my channel never get to this level. It's, she's got, like I'm sitting in front of the camera. It's narrated kind of thing. What else is in there? Yes, it goes up to like the Nintendo Wii, basically the 7th gen, current gen, like the Nintendo with the Wii U, where Nintendo, for the first time since they've been on the scene, where they are losing money, like hundreds of millions, down, and then the next year, down, next year. So it looks like if the Switch was make or break. And it's an interesting fact as well, which I never really thought of. I used to work for Sony, okay? But Sony and Microsoft, they're massive companies. They got other sources of income. Where Nintendo aren't. They're sticking in their lane. They're just a games company, aren't they? They can't pull money like Sony, for example. Well, when I was working for Sony, if it wasn't for the PlayStation 3, Sony, they said, would have gone bankrupt because the PlayStation 2 and 3 were so popular and they made so much money. They were holding the rest of Sony up. Then you got the Xbox, so Microsoft. I think Microsoft were losing money at the start, weren't they? But yeah, I just never thought Nintendo is just a games company, you know? Yeah, so go check it out. And the other reason I want you to go check it out, just before sitting down to do this video, there was like another video, I think 2 weeks ago came out. He's been demonetized. That video that he spent months on, like I got not copyright claimed yesterday. I used Tron music in the background. I thought, yeah, but I'm learning all the time, right? So I got time off. So I've learned now how to add a little bit of music in the background. Maybe I'll do it for this video. That's a good song, isn't it? Do you like that song? Yeah, I feel like a twat now if I haven't done it. So yeah, so I put Tron music and I got a copyright claim. So all the mad money I'm gonna make with my massive channel. But yeah, and that's no prep at all, you know. So it's, well, prep, type in my phone. If this video got taken down, it's not like I've done a lot of prep, you know. But this is a big YouTube channel and months of work, and it's been demonetized. Because the reason I wanted to watch the video actually was the comment section. They're all really positive, but then I noticed, it sucks that your video got demonetized. And I thought, no way, maybe he'll answer it, like explain at the end of the video. But no, he made another video basically saying it. So it looks like there's been an issue with YouTube, where there's been an error, and something's happened with the channel, and they've taken one of his channels down, and then it's like for the reason they're giving him is for not nudity, like bad language or offensive slurs or something like that in that video. And I try not to swear in my videos. Trust me, I try every single video. I always fucking swear. I can't help it. But again, this isn't my job, you know. It's just my hobby. So yeah, so please go check out the channel. It's Never Known Best. I will link it in the description. Just click that, it'll take you to the channel, okay? And consider subscribing, alright? Yeah, check, but that video is excellent. The production value, I can't fault it. If you didn't know anything about video games, I've lived the most of it. So when he got from the Super Nintendo or even the Nintendo days, I've been a gamer pretty much all the way through. Babe, there's nothing, I don't think there was anything I can think of that he's missed. He's that detailed. Okay, well, it's a 6-hour documentary, you know. Yeah, so please consider supporting that channel as well. And what have I been reading? I did plan to read my comics this week, so I got the Street Fighter 6 comics. I don't know where they are. Oh, I think they're in the bedroom, actually. But the star of the show is Mortal Kombat. I haven't read every single night. I'm good chunking. By this time next week, it's an easy book to pick up and read, you know. Excellent, absolutely brilliant. It's nothing to. It's not the movie. It's its own thing. I really like how they mention what Sub-Zero has done to someone. I think, okay, that's interesting. Like brutally murdered and cut up in front of his family. Oh, that's gory. When they're kind of building up, introducing rather Sub-Zero, but then chapters after it goes back to it, and that's Scorpion. What he's done to, and how Scorpion isn't quite dead, and he visits his son who witnessed it, who wants to get revenge. So it's actually Scorpion is inside. His spirit is inside his son's body, kind of thing. It's bizarre, but they're kind of both consciousnesses in there. Oh, that's really interesting. Gora's in it, Raiden's in it, Reptile's in it, Shao Kahn, Liu Kang. Yeah, really good book. Excellent book. Again, I've done it. This is the 3rd week I've been reading it. Shout out Linda the Gamer Gal, because she recommended. I love a good book recommendation, you know. Probably one of the best books I've read for a long time. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat, but it's still a brilliant book. I can read a book about pretty much anything, like The Kite Runner, for example. I like Mortal Kombat, and I enjoy The Kite Runner, you know, just because they're very well written books, okay? There we go. I don't want to talk in too much longer, you know. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. So that's what I've been watching, what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading. I still don't know what the hell it's called, do I? Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope you had a great week. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you don't know how to do it, you put one finger up like that, hover it over the subscribe button, and give it a little love tap like that. Thanks anyone that did. Yeah, I'll stop talking now. Love you. Bye. What I've straight away I fuck it up.